Hey there, Magic One. Welcome to your 2024 yearly tarot reading. I really can't believe that another year is almost upon us. Like, is it just me or are they going quicker and quicker? Now, before I jump in, I just want to express gratitude for you being here. If you're watching this video, whether it's your first time here or whether you've been with me for some portion of my 5-year journey here on YouTube, I am super grateful. I do get to do my purpose work, and it is because of you supporting me. So every like, share, comment and subscribe has made it possible, so thank you so much. So what we're going to do in this reading is we will be drawing you a guiding energy from the major arcana, which is your big theme for the year. So we'll set the tone with that. I will then be drawing you 2 tarot cards for each one of the 12 months of the year, and that's going to give us the high level energies that you can work with, and we'll be looking at the possibilities, potentials and predictions for each of the 12 months of the year. If you are intrigued as to what your year ahead holds, I am offering a limited amount of personal year ahead readings to tune in to your specific circumstances. So that will help you navigate maybe the plan changes, the unexpected events, and give you an idea as to how that may play out for you. Now, in that reading, we'll be building you a tarot wheel with guiding energies, much like we're going to do in this reading, but we go a lot deeper. This is actually my most thorough and deep reading that I do offer. So after the tarot wheel, we dive into your specific life areas. We create a spread for work, career, business, one for money, investment, finance, of course, love and relationships, and also one of your chosen areas as well. And you get to ask questions about all of those areas, and we really go deep for you. So if you would like to book one of those, there is the first link down below that will take you across to my website where you can purchase one of those readings. Now, like I mentioned, they are limited because they do take a lot of time and energy. So if you are interested in that, please do jump in sooner rather than later so I can get your reading out to you as soon as possible. So I'm wishing you an amazing 2024. May it be positive, productive, prosperous and full of abundance and happiness for you. I'm wishing you the very best with it. Of course, sending you so much love and magic. Let's jump into your reading now. Scorpio, these are your 2024 tarot cards. I have built the tarot wheel here. We have a wheel from January clockwise around to December, 2 cards for each month that will give you the high level themes and energies and potentials available to work with. So before we do jump into those, I'm going to pull you a major arcana here. So I've got just the 22 major arcana big themes of the tarot. Scorpio, I am intrigued to see what you're working with, because just to let you know, you have an intense year here, and around that sort of April, May, profound change, but you are being aligned to your next destiny point here. You've got major expansion here, and you're going to go through some change, I feel, but by the 3rd quarter of the year, like you're totally winning and you're in some kind of new cycle here. So I love that. Okay, let's get this major arcana out. And you have the Magician. Well, I love it. Do you know why I love that? Because even though you've got a lot of change coming through, Scorpio, I feel like you're in control of this. Like, you are the magician. You are the alchemist and the co-creator of your life. And I just get the feeling that, in January, you're making this declaration to yourself, like, I'm going to change things for the better. I am going to turn base metal into gold. I'm going to alchemize my life by design. That's what I get with the Magician. It's a beautiful energy of meeting potential with action to shift your reality, okay? It's number 1 in the major arcana, so I really feel that you're heading for profound new beginnings, and you know, you're consciously changing it. Yes, you're probably all looking at the tower down here, and yes, you do have the tower, but when I pulled that card, I was thinking you can consciously dismantle the tower, meaning we can consciously shift situations that we might have outgrown, or consciously navigate change for the better. And I really feel that you'll be in your power to do just that, Scorpio. Okay, I mean, you are Scorpio after all. You're the death card in the major arcana. You're not a stranger to rebirth and rising like a phoenix. Okay, I'm going to pull you a keyword for the year. I've got this beautiful little keyword deck here, and you might want to include this on your vision board or in your journaling for the year. Now I've got this one here, Scorpio, and it is harmony. Yeah, I mean, you know, all of this change is happening to bring your life into alignment, into balance, into harmony, to bring you in a peace. And sometimes we need to go through Wheel of Fortune moments. We need to bring down towers. We need to embrace change in order to do that. And that is exactly what I see for you this year. Let's jump into the months. January, I have the Devil with the 2 of Pentacles. Okay, now interestingly, you know, this Devil is called oppression. So I really feel that in January you're going, you know what, this is going to be my year where I step into my power and I overcome anything that is holding me back. These chains that bind me, I'm going to break them, right? I'm going to, you know, close out ancestral cycles. I'm going to leave toxic workplaces, relationships that aren't growing, make that relocation, whatever it is, you're going to make those decisions. And I think you can feel that change is coming, and you know that you're ready for it, as ready as you can be. And I think you might get a little bit of divine realignment and a helping hand this year. So you're stepping into your power and changing situations that you may have been powerless in. You might be awakening to where there is illusion, or where, you know, you might have been staying in a situation for other reasons, you know, reasons of comfort and security. But you're awakening to the fact that that's not enough, right? That's not enough. I want to be on purpose. And that's how your year is going to flow. So there could be high emotions as you know, journal and kind of set your goals and vision for the year, because you know change is coming. You might also be making a decision around a Capricorn theme, okay, the Devil's Capricorn, which could be work, career, money, investment, finance, or our sense of stability and security. So I think it's going to set up for a really big year. In your February, look at this. I have the Page of Cups with the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so look, in 5 of Pentacles, there could be some destabilization. The 5 of Pentacles can, you know, it can talk about, you know, let's say, whether it's within your control or not, it can talk about feeling isolated in a situation or going through some maybe unexpected, you know, loss here or financial changes. I just want to let you know the next month is bringing victory. So if you are navigating something in February, just know that this too shall pass. Now, it might have been that in January you decided to break free from that devil energy, right? Leave that job or leave that relationship, pull out of that investment, whatever it is, and you might be feeling that in February, right? Sometimes there is a real or perceived exit tax to freedom. So yeah, you might be going through that, but just know that it will pass. Now, the Page of Cups wants you to know that there is an emotional new beginning coming. There might be a messenger of opportunity, someone who offers you help. Just know that your guides often bring in help through other people, okay, that come forward. So if somebody does help you and give you an offer of what you need, say yes, because it's being divinely guided and orchestrated for you. Ultimately, the Page of Cups talks about happy outcomes and being able to overcome, you know, the challenge that you are facing in February. And it could be, you know, just feeling like there's not a sense of belonging in a, you know, relationship or a workplace, all the way through to some kind of loss that you are, you know, experiencing. But in your March, things turn around. I feel that this is maybe an unexpected victory, actually, because the High Priestess with the 6 of Wands can be, you know, look, all will be revealed, or this could be the win that you didn't see coming, right? The Six of Wands is often, you know, standing out as a front runner or being chosen for an opportunity that helps you recover that loss. Now, the Six of Wands for me is about moving on from a challenging time, back in self-confidence, back in self-esteem, towards some kind of passionate new beginning with the Ace of Wands here. Follow your intuition, that will be strong. Move forward backed with that. But the High Priestess says you are on the threshold of change. If you step beyond beyond that threshold, there's a kind of a feeling of being, you know, guided into the unknown from this month onwards for the next few months. This is the gateway. And the High Priestess says there is victory waiting for you, but she's not going to reveal all of the details and outcomes because that would be bypassing the spiritual learning and the lessons along the way. You're either headed for victory or you are receiving a victory that brings you into harmony. The number 6 energy coming through, and harmony being your keyword for the year. So April, Scorpio, look at this. Okay, the Tower with the 8 of Wands. This is change, and it could be fast. It could be unforeseen change, but it's going to align you to some new direction. Wheel of Fortune is going to be following on from this. So we've got a whole new cycle shift coming through. The 8 of Wands is sometimes receiving a message or a communication that might bring down a tower, but it's happening for a reason. So Scorpio, the Tower is known as one of the biggest cards of alignment in the tarot, because even though, you know, there could be circumstances, you know, it can be a crisis, it can be a change catalyst, you know, can be a deception, betrayal, diagnosis, it can be many different things. You know, it's happening for a reason, because out of this is going to be a really happy outcome. Now, the Tower, I just want to say as well, sometimes it is unforeseen change, or sometimes we are the one who is dismantling a tower, consciously removing ourselves from a situation where we know the foundation isn't stable, or we know that it's not in alignment, or we've outgrown it, okay? So it wants to align you to a new direction with the 8 of Wands. It could be going in an opposite direction, because sometimes this is a tables turning, you know, card or energy for me. So we have very profound change, and things might be shaken up a little bit across April and May, and that is because I do have the Tower again, but with the Wheel of Fortune. Like, this is such a powerful combination. Now that the Wheel of Fortune is that Jupiter energy, it can be very unexpected, but again, the Wheel of Fortune is shifting you towards your destiny point. It wants to expand your life, and it wants to open up your next significant cycle. I also see in this card here how we have the Tower that has shaken, but there's still security and stability here. I'm not feeling any terrible outcomes. I'm feeling profound life changes and shifts of direction. So the Wheel of Fortune could have you exiting a 10-year cycle and entering into your next one. Could have you, you know, shifting into something completely new, work, career, new location, new relationship, something like that. There's some kind of change that crosses your path that is really big. So generally, the Wheel of Fortune wants to expand our experience and bring positive change, but sometimes it has to do that by clearing the path, and that's, you know, what I see in those last couple of months. June, I've got the 9 of Wands and Justice, so still intense energies, yes, for another couple of months, but we see things coming into balance, right? Coming into harmony, and the direction ahead beginning to be revealed. Now, 9 of Wands. You could be overcoming quite a long-term struggle here, or navigating through the last of the struggle to close out this cycle. Now, for some of you, there could be a legal component. There could be getting out of a contract, okay, maybe employment contract, marriage contract, lease agreement, or you might be needing to seek legal advice. You might be, say, a workplace dispute that is the catalyst for you leaving a job and going into another direction. There's a real link between the last few months. So something happens to shift you, right? And there might be some kind of legal component with Justice. You are being asked to make the decisions, the changes, the adjustments, modifications that bring greater harmony and balance to your life and align with the future vision that you have. Remember, you are the magician this year. So you're being asked to consciously work with this process, to surrender to the change. You know, the Nine of Wands is just one action, one communication away from the Ten of Wands, where a weight is lifted off our shoulders or we end a really hard cycle. In fact, you know, the 10 is here. It's not the 10 of Wands, but it's the 10 of Swords in your July with the Two of Cups. So I just feel that we've been, maybe it's all been moving towards this. This could be a different situation, but we have the end of a partnership here. It's not linked necessarily and exclusively to romantic partnership. I also see business partnership or partnership with employers being like a sense of a relationship. So there could be, you know, something that happens here to end that. Sometimes the Ten of Swords can be deception or betrayal. That's just for some of you though. But I think we're looking at a situation that's had its time, right? And you're tired and maybe, you know, feeling mentally and physically like you can't keep going in that situation. But I'll tell you what, after the darkest night comes the brightest dawn, and that sun energy is just bursting, Scorpio, on the horizon. There's just a huge 10-year shift in this area of your reading. Like Wheel of Fortune is number 10 with Justice, 2 Towers, and the 10 of Swords. So there is a real shaky period, but again, we have to remember that the universe will send us the signs, tickle us with a feather for only so long, and if we don't sort of follow that, it can bring in the towers. They're like the Mack trucks that just clear the way, right? So your path is being cleared. There's some kind of partnership that's coming to an end in July. Yes, July. So that by August, you are moving on big time and you will not be looking back. The World is the last major arcana that follows on from Final Judgment. So we've almost had like a reckoning here, or like, you know, a last call, like a lot of judgment calls being made so that you can finally and victoriously enter your new cycle. Like the World is a spiritual graduation card. So you might have been coming to the pointy end of some karmic lessons. You pass, you graduate. The Knight of Wands, Sagittarian energy, is fast forward movement towards passionate new beginnings, towards new territory. Okay, so it's not a continuation, it is new. Now, the Knight of Wands could be a messenger of opportunity that also enters your life and is the catalyst for one of these situations that is going to be your new beginning with the world. So, you know, we've got a 10 or 20 year cycle shift here in this reading. Powerfully and vulnerably, the world says that, you know, you're experiencing this big shift. And some of you might be even, you know, the world can be like relocating, you know, another state, overseas, like it's a profound change. I love that by the time we get to September, things are steadying up and you are feeling happy about it. Scorpio, I've got the King of Cups, your minor arcana, with the 10 of Pentacles. You're feeling abundant, you're feeling stable again, things are secure, and you're having success. So you're really in your power. This quarter here is where things really stabilize again. So 10 of Pentacles can be great in terms of, you know, money, career, reaping those kind of rewards, successful achievements, great for buying home, building, renovating home, you know, taking out new investments as well. Use your emotional intelligence as you are navigating through, but I just feel that you will be really in your power. 10 of Pentacles here can be a completion energy, but it's positive. So for some of you, you might even be retiring, and that's the month that you go for it, because it can be, you know, like the end of a work cycle and spending time with, you know, loved ones and family. So it can be, you know, retirement, or maybe for some of you, you know, moving into a work career that's going to pay you more as well. I mean, whatever that big situation was that you've moved through, I really feel that it's the outcome of the shifts and changes that, you know, you went through. And the victory theme just continues in your October. Five of Wands and the Ace of Swords. Victory over struggle and conflict, or that conflicting cycle. You are being asked here to really harness and hone your energy, because sometimes the Five of Wands, like, it's not an escalated energy, but it can be where there's unproductive energy around us in our environment, or maybe you are just feeling like that after everything you've been through. But you've got a victory here. You've got a breakthrough. You might be finally making sense of it all and going, well, this has been a powerful win for me. I can see how it's all come together. So aces are usually new beginning energies. It can be new inspiration. It could be an inspired new idea. It can be learning truths or evidence as well. If you did go through a legal situation, it could be that by October you get the verdict that you've wanted as well. That opens up, a new chapter for you. So it is a victory energy. You could be victorious in a process that was competitive or that you felt conflicted about. It's really a beautiful winning energy. November, Two of Swords and the King of Swords. So you could be at a crossroads here, but you are in your power and making a decision. Again, the King of Swords, Aquarian energy, is asking you to zoom out and see the big picture, because you will see how the dots have connected. You'll also see that without the change that you've been through, and maybe decisions that you might be making this month, that you wouldn't have been able to shift and transform your life, right? Because the King of Swords is using that information to make decisions for the future that will bring a new result, new transformation. So it's a strategic energy. There might be a decision that you're making this month and you're being asked to, to see the big picture, be strategic, hold your boundaries, see with clarity, and it could be based on whatever the Ace of Swords was, that win or that verdict, that evidence, that truth that you learned. You might use that to make some kind of decision here. Now with the Two of Swords, I always say, Scorpio, you can't just logic your way through it. If we do the pros and cons only, it can have us stay where we might be, in a stagnant position, or might not be the best with us. But if we add in the emotional intelligence, if we add in the intuition, what our soul really knows, what our instincts and gut feelings tell us, then we often get a different outcome, and allow that trilogy of fact, logic, intuition, emotional intelligence. Okay, it's 4 things, but you get the picture. That's where we make our best and most powerful decisions from. December, you actually have the Two of Swords again with the Four of Swords. So you could be waiting, right? You could be waiting to make your move in December. With the Four of Swords can be on pause or waiting for more information. It could also be healing and recovery after making that decision as well. I do see the Three of Swords in this card and the Ace of Swords here. So there could be a severing of ties, or a going your own way from a situation which you're contemplating, but is going to bring you the victory that you want. So again, you're being asked to go inwards and use that logic, emotional intelligence, intuition, decision-making model. And that is how you are being the magician and transforming your reality and bringing harmony. So yeah, there could be some other decision-making energies in the last couple of months of the year, but I feel like these decisions, Scorpio, have opened up after all of this profound change. You're making decisions from a new place. You might be making decisions more about how to move forward. Now you have this space and you have this kind of clearing that has happened. All right, let's close this out with an oracle card. From the Divine Abundance Oracle, I have got letting go. Yeah, this is your year of letting go and letting God. It says everything is indeed out of control and God will hold it all. I can safely let go. So there might be times where you are feeling out of control, Scorpio, and it might be feeling overwhelming, but you're being told here that your guides will hold that for you. They're creating the conditions and the container lovingly, but sometimes, it is destabilizing in order to allow you to change your course here and bring you towards victory. So that is what I have for you, Scorpio. It's going to be a profound year for you. This is the, the most intense of these readings I've done so far, and I have just got the fire signs to go. So it's a big year for you, but it's also very exciting, and it's, always for your best and highest good. So if you would like to tune into this energy for your specific circumstances and energy, do follow the first link down below to my website. You can check out what's included in my personal year ahead reading, and I am just wishing you a positive, productive and happy year. And yeah, make sure that you check back in on this reading throughout the year. Keep your finger on the pulse. We will also use these energies throughout the year in the other readings that I do put forth. So I'm sending you so much love and magic. Do take care. Bye for now.